My business partner's in Germany. I met up with him like 4 or 5 months ago in Zurich.
Okay.
He drove over. It was like a 3-hour drive. Um, he's like, extremely trustworthy. We've been working together for years. Just like a very smooth, easy relationship. And that's just like the way that he does business, and I guess the way that he was raised, maybe the culture there. But, I was fortunate enough to, connect with him a few years ago. But here in America, it just like seems like harder. At least maybe it's just my luck.
Yeah. If he drove 3 hours to Zurich, he probably lives in southern Germany.
Yeah.
Byron, Bavaria in English.
Yeah,
Near Munich or something, I would imagine.
I think it was a longer name. I don't remember.
Yeah, they got some long names, man.
Yeah.
They got some long names, man. But yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to pay. I empathize with like Republicans. As a high income earner myself, I also, as a guy that works in finance as well, a guy that worked in private equity as well, I would say that I'm probably I am the definition of a capitalist, the literal definition.
Mm-hmm.
I empathize with people saying, why should I pay more tax? I resent that I have to pay a lot of taxes when I think that they're criminals. I think the IRS should be abolished. But that's my personal view, because now, do I think it should be abolished if I trusted the Democrats and the Republicans? No, but I don't. That's why I think it should be abolished, right? So that's my personal view. And I'm not a Democrat or a Republican. I don't trust any of them.
Yep.
I just don't trust any of them at all. And why should I pay them taxes when I don't trust them? Now in Germany, my tax rate is around 43 out of 100 goes to the taxes, but I trust them. And I think that you wouldn't be as angry if you actually trusted the government to actually be a good steward of that cash and actually give a society where people benefit. Like I actually live in my daughter right now and my wife, I feel comfortable when they walk around in Germany, right? I feel legitimately, when I know that the gas station worker has health insurance and can afford to go to college, it takes the edge off society. Now, if we pay more taxes here,
you pay 100% tax, nothing will change. It'll get worse.
Thank you. I think that just illustrated my point perfectly. I think you knew where I was going.
It's crazy because like we bought a place in a pretty nice area around the corner, and a year and a half ago, no homeless people, nothing, completely fine. Now, like my wife was walking her 2 kids, and a cop came by and said, "Oh, have you seen this man? You shouldn't be around here. Like you should go inside." I'm like, in this area, one of the most expensive areas in Florida, you start to deal with stuff like that. That's more acceptable in LA. People kind of like are used to, crime and like corruption and all that stuff. But now it's starting to desperate people do desperate things.
Yeah. I mean, as a father, I empathize with that, Yeah, because, I was just talking to my boxing coach earlier today. Yeah, he wants to have a child. And I said to him, and you probably could understand me here, like my daughter is about 8 months old. And my daughter went and got a physical.
Yeah.
And they said something like, oh, there's something maybe wrong with the heart. So we went to a specialist. They did like the ultra scan and everything. Everything came out fine, thank God. But I remember thinking to myself, like, I thought it was scary when I would go get tested, wait for a result, a medical test.
Yeah.
But the fear I have of my daughter getting a medical test was even more powerful and scary and horrifying and stress than myself, because I don't know what I would do if anything ever happened to her.
Yeah.
And it's then I think the anxiety I would get of being in a crime-ridden area and someone just stabs my daughter in the neck. I mean, I don't know, like these people are fucking delusional. The society's collapsing. Man.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, what would I do next? Would I kill myself? I don't know. I don't know how any father could go a day knowing something happened to his daughter.
Yep.
I mean, that's some PTSD, bro. Like I could understand like really going to a fucking psychiatric hospital, because I love passionately. I love my daughter. I love my wife passionately. That's passion. It's intensity. I'd fucking be destroyed if something happened to my daughter.
Yeah.
And I would definitely never trust a man who betrayed his family or left his family.
100%.
If a man can leave his family, yo, bro, if you have a daughter and you could just, oh, fuck you, I'm not going to go see you. I would never trust a guy like
Yep.
that.
100%.
In any position where he could hold money over me,
Yep.
I would never trust him with my wife. I would never trust him. I might go meet him for drinks. I might go hang out with him. I could be cordial with him, right? But I would never trust him.
If you've enjoyed this clip and you'd like to watch the full episode, you can do so on my main YouTube channel by clicking the video here.